picture on the wall where y'all cook up. Ugh. Your last brick, you really ain't on pull your contract because we gotta see the splits. The way you doing split, well, you might brick. What up, what up, what up? What's good, Josh? Your boy ARP, and we back. I figured I'd get on live and hang out with y'all for a little bit since I'm having kind of a relaxed afternoon. We got games on tonight, right? Hold on, let me pull up the schedule. I know y'all are tuned in. Last night was crazy. I was going back and forth with Rosenberg, trying to see if we was going to get a bet in with the Knicks and the Sixers. And I hate the Knicks. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised, and I've never rooted for the Knicks. I've always hated on the Knicks. That's just me. But I was going to take the Knicks against his Sixers. And I think right before halftime, we both agreed on text message, the bet is off. He was dragging a little bit. And who would have thought, man, they even fell down 0-2. All right, so what we got tonight? 7:30 p.m., Phoenix versus Minnesota. Okay. Damn, Phoenix, like, yo, Kevin Durant, his legacy is going to mess around, take a hit. He's a certified Hall of Famer. He's stamped. He's a legend. He's one of the greatest players of all time, but I don't know. It just feels like his whatever. Milwaukee Pacers. Let's go, Milwaukee. Let's go, Bucks. What else we got tonight? We got the Clippers and we got Dallas tonight. All right, so we got some good games, but last night was crazy. Both of them coming down to the wire like that. These games last night was crazy. Oh, yeah, and speaking of Rosenberg Raw, too, big salute and shout out to Rosenberg. His first million view battle, since this is a battle rap live right here, his first million view battle, he just crossed that Millie Rock with Charlie Clips in the Blue Room. Shout out to Charlie Clips as well. Charlie Clips is somebody that always does good numbers, but Rosenberg Raw went off in that battle as well. It was a dope matchup. They both did their thing. Shout out to those two guys, and they just crossed 1 million views. And I said it before on Twitter, Rosenberg Raw is a legend, right? He's a legend. If he went and disappeared on some island and we never heard from him again, and we all just felt like, oh, Raw is gone. He disappeared. He's out. He's off the scene. Everybody's just like, yo, remember Raw? He's a legend. And that's what happens. People wait until you're not around or until you're gone or whatever to really give you your flowers. Rosenberg Raw is such a unique guy, such a unique talent, a unique battle rapper. I have yet to see anybody sounds like him. Anybody, ever. I've never heard something come close. And the man's resume is crazy. He's done a lot. He's had a lot of crazy performances. He's had a lot of wild moments. And him moving into the second half of his career, he went away for like a year or two, and then he came back. And when he came back and he had that first matchup versus Craig Lamar, let him tell it, that Craig Lamar match was going to be the deciding factor to how much I rocked with him or something. I don't know how he used to word it in the past or whatever. He was being tested, but we had got back to rolling again, and I guess it was one of those things where we just wasn't trying to, maybe more so on my side, I admit, trying to go straight to level 10. Let's kind of get back to a jog before we get back to a run. But showed up Craig Lamar, handled this business. Then you got battles like Snake Eyes, battles like T-Rex, battles like Head Ice in the parking lot. And he just kept the ball rolling. He was on Max Out. He did Max Out versus Show Off. He did the Blue Room versus Charlie Clips. He did another Blue Room versus Jag. And then he had a million things in between. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. That's my guy for real. Real dope to also see him doing his stream now and having other things going on, because I've always been a proponent of that over the years. How often have y'all seen me say in interviews and blogs, let battle rap be secondary or even third, and to see Rosenberg Raw have those transitions, like if battle rap stopped next year or stopped tomorrow, Rosenberg got stuff going on. I mean, he's already got other, even outside of what you see, stuff in his own life, as far as making money and taking care of himself and his family. it's just dope to see people, moving into different phases and chapters of their life and their careers and doing well for themselves. And him having that marker just now, crossing his first million view battle. Because when you say it, it almost sounds crazy. It's almost like this is Rosenberg Raw. That's his first million view battle. Like, are you crazy? But to me, that's not a testament to Rosenberg Raw. It's actually a testament to battle rap. There are a lot of great battle rappers that don't have a million view battles. They don't have one. A lot of great battle rappers, though. It's people that if they battle, you'll watch them, you'll check them out. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people that they have even classics don't even cross 500,000. It's battle rap. The viewership of battle rap has never been huge unless it was like Flip Top. We have some classic content in this industry, right? You go on some of these different platforms and some of these different leagues and some of these different channels, there's videos that should be 10 million. We got songs that these artists be putting up, and they be millions and millions of views in a week. And I ain't hating. And I know the engines behind those guys and those fan bases are way different. But, the type of talent and artistry that these guys bring to the stage, I done seen some ridiculously classic battles, struggle to break 100,000 views, right? That's why I always say you can't always tell the tale when it comes to the views in battle rap. But being that mark is tough to achieve, to be in, I guess, that group of people that has one. Shout out to Rosenberg Raw, man. He deserves it. And I know I said it, I posted it on my gram, and I know I said it on Twitter. But being that this is a battle rap live, I want to open up and take that segment right there for my fucking guy, Frozy. You know what I'm saying? So I owe him a trip too to fucking Philly to go hang out with him and B, his brother. We was talking about doing it in April, and here we are getting towards the end of April. We trying. I owe Froze. I also owe Math. Math hit me up last time I was in the area. He was like, "Yo, you around?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm not around right now." He was like, "Yo, you didn't even hit me, you ain't pop up." I owe MEO one too. That'd be dope for me and Math to rock. Me and Math was on the phone a couple days ago talking about some business. Math, you were supposed to call me. What's today? Tuesday. You were supposed to call me back about that business we was talking about yesterday. All right. Don't be a bullshit ass nigga. You supposed to call me back yesterday. That was your words, not mine. That was your word. I'm on your live Monday. That was your word, sir. Call me back, Math. What else? Another one, as far as like gotta hang out with Raw, gotta hang out on MEO. Yo, I've never been on Champion. That sounds crazy too. I didn't paid for people to go to. I didn't paid for sent Hitman when he battled Bill Collector, I think. Yeah, sent Hitman to Champion, Big K and Adi Boom face off the Champion. Fucking what's some other big joints that we said to Champion? Ill Will and 40 Cal. When 40 Cal came back to battle rap. Did we do Rosenberg Raw and Rex's face off there? There's been some dope stuff. Shout out to Jay Black for hosting and opening up his platform to RBE over the years. But there's been so many battlers and battles, face-offs that we sent to Champion, and I've never been on Champion. Being that once again, I'm slowing down the pace today, and I'm in battle rap mode. I'm gonna really rock with the chat more too. I'm gonna get to the title. I'm not rushing y'all. I'm hanging out. Shout out to AK or y'all gotta hit me up on Twitter. Is it AK or AK? Which one do you want me to always call you, homie? Shout out to my mods in the building. Unpopular opinion. Shout out to my members. Queen, what up? My mods in the building. Oh, I see Avo in the building. Shout out to Ruin Your Day. Got to get you to LA to do a watch. Definitely. But I got that crossed off my list, though. I did a watch with Big K. That was fucking hilarious. And did we do a second watch, Avo? I forget. But I crossed the watch off my list. I never did Champion. I would love to do Champion. I got to get to MEO Barbershop. I did MEO virtually. I did MEO when it was like COVID and shit. And he was just doing them online. But I didn't do the Barbershop. Got to do the Barbershop. Got to do Champion. Got to do Frozone. I'm going to keep up. My mods in the building. What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Shout out to the members in the building. Ohio. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? All right. I'm also gonna take battle rap questions and battle rap topics from the chat today. I say like the last 10 lives I've done at least. I've been in and out. I cut the stream on with the topic in mind that I want to get on the channel and have some fun with. I talk my talk and I got off the stream. There have been times where I've been doing reaction videos lately and I've been watching the chat and I've been bringing some of y'all up, posting y'all joints on the screen with me and everything and answering some of y'all. But it's been more fast. This one I want to make sure any super chats I get to, and I'm going to take more questions from the chat. I'm gonna keep it battle rap today, y'all. I put a post up in the YouTube community. Where is it? Where is it? Let me pull it up and get the actual numbers. Let me get the actual numbers. Let me go to my channel real quick. Let me get it together. All right. So I posted the live that I did on Chris Brown versus Quavo and industry women. That's a real interesting live. I want y'all to check that out if you haven't seen it. I had some real fun with those topics. I take it into some very interesting angles. So please check that live out if you haven't seen it. But I put a poll up in the community when I dropped that live, and the caption says, "Y'all rocking with these topics in the new live?" And the poll is, "Do more of these." Currently is 39%. Do more music reactions. That's only 8%. Do more battle rap. That's 53%. Right? That's in the community. Right? So I'm responding to the people that support the channel and everybody that supports the lives. That's reminding me like, yo, yeah, we see that you talking about stuff that interests you, in your regular entertainment life. Don't forget these battle rap topics. So lives like this right here is why I'm back. I'm also thinking that I'm gonna do members only lives as well, like some exclusives, like it's like just joints where I can get on there and do like member appreciations, like maybe if I only answer the members, question and answer Q&A type of thing, stuff like that, just to have fun and rock out with each other, stuff like that. And I ask y'all questions too, the same way y'all ask me questions. So shout out to checks and balances in the chat. All right, let's get to this to the title. John the Don must be stopped. Why you say that, ARP? Why you say that? Because I'm subscribed to the J Black Champion channel. So every once in a while when I'm scrolling through YouTube, J Black's content will pop up. And I seen John on Champion in the thumbnail. And the title was something to the effect of politics in battle rap. And like for the first couple minutes of the video, Jay Black was asking some interesting questions about politics and battle rap, and John gave a very league ownerish answer. He is very, very good with his answers. Like, but Jay Black put him in the corner. Jay Black's not aggressive with his questions. Jay Black could be very supportive with his interview style, and we all appreciate him and respect him for it. But he'll throw some stuff out there, and depending on how you answer it, and he asked him, he's like, well, give me some examples of politics. And John gave such a politically correct answer about politics. And then John said, well, first of all, he spent like a good 10 plus seconds, like, how you be having like the think words or like the chill words, like, well, I mean, it'd be like, like he did that a little bit. And then I think he kind of veered towards lack of opportunity, which is a great answer to give. And I believe that John is also 100% genuine about that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would like to see interviews with John and blogs from John because he's got his channel as well, Shrug Life, shout out to Shrug Life and everything. I would love to see John speak on more stuff that the fans don't know, because he's done that over the years a lot. And he's one of those type of guys, like there's league owners that are very, very quiet. And there's nothing wrong with being a quiet league owner. This isn't even the fucking topic I had in my mind with this title, to be honest. Actually, this fucking title is clickbait to talk about the fucking card. And that's why I have the card in front of me. But now I'm getting into the topic as I'm thinking. There's league owners. I can't make this shit up, right? That's the difference between editing the blog and being live. It's real. It just comes out. If I say some wild shit, it's too late. Got him. But there's league owners that are very, very quiet. You don't really see them or you don't hear from them too much. I think there's a difference between a league owner and a league owner / spokesperson, right? So like a spokesperson, like for RBE, obviously is me from the very inception. I was a person on camera, always speaking up, answering things, promoting, addressing things. I think the first interview I've ever did was with Jemsky TV. Do y'all remember Jemsky? A lot of y'all probably don't even know that name, but I go back to those bloggers and interviewers and media. And after our first event, if you know Club Drum, right next door is a pizzeria. And I went in there, she was like, let's do an interview. Well, I shouldn't say my first interview. Definitely wasn't my first interview. It was my first interview about an RBE post event. Okay. So we went right next door to the pizza store. We was in a pizza store and me and Shata was there. He was standing right behind the camera and then she was just lobbing these questions at me, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just answering the questions, killing the questions, killing them. When she cut the camera off, me and Shata both looked at each other like, nigga, you built for this? Like, really? And I was kind of like surprised myself. I was just like, yo, like live on the spot, just no filter, no questions, being able to boom, 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 and knock them out the park. I didn't even know that I was a decent spokesperson, as far as like answering questions for the company that I own. I didn't know that until I did it. So I think there's a difference between just being a league owner, which is somebody that just owns the company, right? Versus a league owner / spokesperson. John to me is also the spokesperson of Bullpen. He takes that role at times, whether he wants to get in controversy and address shit like an issue, like let's say bootlegs or some shit like that. You're gonna see him outside. You're gonna see him on Twitter. You're gonna see him in interviews, all types of shit. Addressing his own events, addressing the good, the bad of Bullpen, or the good, the bad of other shit that's going on. And plus, he's a prominent figure, so people want John's opinion on things, right? So I'd like to see John continue to talk about, stuff that is behind the curtains, because he's got that. He's got that side to him. Now I know that he has affiliations with almost everybody. Like John to me is like he's associated and cool with like every league, right? Whereas you got certain leagues that don't rock with each other or stay away from each other, or have no business dealings or no connections. John has like relationships everywhere. So John is also going to make sure that he upholds his associations and his relationships as he should. It's all a network in this bitch. Every industry is a network. But as we already said, John got it in him to talk his shit. Now I want to see him keep addressing topics. I saw a tweet. Staying on this topic right here, I saw a tweet on my Twitter from Organic. Organic at times is a spokesperson. He's very well spoken. He's an intelligent guy, right? But there's other times where you see Organic get very, very shelled and very, very quiet, sometimes for even long periods of time, right? And I seen him put a tweet up that, I might expose like a list of battle rappers that have run off with deposits so that leagues can avoid them or whatever, or maybe one day I'll do it. My question would be like why tweet it and say that you'll hold off and you'll wait? Just put it out. Let's put it out. You know what I'm saying? Like the growth of battle rap is dependent upon fuckery going away, as much fuckery as possible. There's a lot of fuckery that hinders the battle rap industry, hence the title of the champion video that made me think to come on the stream right now and talk some battle rap and also frame John's card in that interview as the premise of me getting on the stream, right? There's a lot of fuckery that must go away for the growth to continue. I see it becoming a way more flexible arena, but at the same time, the flexibility isn't being complemented by financing. Um, I heard about some negotiations recently for some big battles behind the scenes, and I offered the person back an opinion. I told the person, I said, I think there's going to be less than 5 battles booked in 2024 that cost $50,000 or more, meaning matchups, meaning like if you take like let's say Goods and Calico and then both getting paid, let's say just make up a number, $25,000 each, that's a $50,000 battle, right? I don't think you're going to get more than five $50,000 matchups in 2024. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Um, we heard that people like Loaded Lux and Romnidia's book. Loaded Lux is an expensive battle rapper. I've been in negotiations with him and his sister a million times, right? So I know the range of like what we would kind of settle into. I've worked with Mook, a bunch of times. I worked with Hitman a bunch of times. I've negotiated with Surf. I've booked Goods a couple times. I've worked with Cal. I work with Hollow. I'm talking about like the Cassidy. I'm naming the higher price people that you guys would assume, right? Big K, like these are high price people, right? And there's a lot of battles that I'm not naming right now that cost a lot of money too. Don't get none of this shit twisted. I'm just talking about $50,000 matchups. I believe is going to be something that's rare in 2024. Now, the good thing about that, all of this shit is spinning off. I'm gonna get to this fucking card. Shout out to John in the title. I'm a random guy, man. That's why it's all authentic and genuine. The good side about that is the focus more on people that may not have been getting those opportunities within a budget, right? So you got a shitload of battle rappers that will never crack $5,000 and never crack $10,000, won't even crack $3,000. But if the budgets are coming down and the market is coming down in the battle rap industry, these people get more looks, they get more opportunities. It also means that some of these top tiers as well, they may have to compete amongst each other and revisit what their asking prices are, right? So the market settling into a place where it's maybe possibly more manageable for the actual return value of these events, that's a positive. And also the people that wouldn't necessarily get those looks within those budgets, that's a positive. The negative is the viewership and the attractions into the battle rap industry. Battle rap lights up when mega events and mega matches happen. That's when we're able to draw on the eyes from the outside. That's when these major platforms are talking about battle. They're not talking about battle rap when just a regular, let's say, I don't want to name a matchup even with two names in it, but y'all could probably guess, like you could see cards that's already happened this year and tell yourself, like, did you hear like hysteria? Was it pandemonium outside because of it? No. So there's even big names, that'll be booked and promoted this year or big matches. And it doesn't go outside of the battle rap industry. It takes the mega matches and the mega events to do that. So that's the downside towards, if my prediction is correct, that less than 5 matches in 2024 will cost over $50,000. So once again, pros and cons to it. The money in battle rap, y'all think that it's a recent topic. To me, it's a topic that has been there forever. You have a lot of people that don't want to talk about money, especially in the midst of competition. Like you're not going to be complaining about money while somebody else is doing some mega shit or spending some mega money. Doesn't look good. You're just going to bite your tongue. You know what I'm saying? But times change, situations change, platforms change, people's life situations change, and everything gets impacted. Shit rolls downhill. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to money, it just is what it is. This is the year of new talent. It's very, very possible when you see, the bricks, when you see Battle Academy, when you see the trenches, when you see a bunch of these artists coming out of iBattle, when you see, you're right. Just I can keep going. Like this could be the year of new talent stepping up. You still got to create appeal. You still got to be a draw. You still got to make the eyes come on you. I always give a great example. Let me tell y'all, I've said this before on camera a couple times, and I think it changed like maybe 3 times over the years, over like the last 10, 11 years. My top 3 favorite battles of all time. You know what? Being that I'm taking it easy and I'm slowing down, I'm hanging out with y'all. I want to see if y'all could try to guess my top 3 battles. My personal favorite. I'm not saying the best battles ever. That's another topic. I'm saying my personal favorite top 3 battles of all time. I'll see if y'all could choose them or if y'all could guess some of them. I feel like y'all gonna guess at least one of them. Can y'all get? All right, somebody said, "Can we get a hint?" Um, Yo, educated Tyrone, don't you hate when you have a typo and motherfuckers don't apply common sense? You know what I hate about it too? I hate when you type like a letter on your text message, like keyboard, and the real typo letter is right next to it, and niggas still don't fucking figure it out. That's what Averb did to me when he thought that we changed the venue on him for ill will. The typo in his text message was a letter that was right next to the key. He pissed me off with that. Shout out to Averb. I never told that part of it when I did my interview with Hip Hop Is Real. All right, a hint could be one of them is an RBE battle, one of them is a URL battle, and one of them is a league that I don't even remember the name of the league, to be honest. All right, that's the hint that I'll give y'all. So I see Verb and Mook. No, that's not one of my top 3 favorite battles, even though it's an epic moment. It's an epic moment. Verb, you know, doing what he did in that battle as just I've never seen a bigger underdog scenario. You're facing one of the biggest battle rappers of all time, and you're at a point where the fans is like almost off you, coming off of a judged in the building loss to Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying? With Murder Mook in the building watching while he's already under contract for the battle. The amount of underdog status that Verb had in New York, by the way, versus a fucking New Yorker, a Harlem nigga in Harlem. Like, Mook is able to drive down the street 20 minutes to come to the fucking battle. Never seen more of an underdog situation in that moment right there. And Mook coming back after 4.5 years. And then I always go to Mook's third round. You know, y'all joke about that for him, but to have like a 26-minute round where it's all directs. It's like every 6 minutes of that battle is a different chapter going at Averb. I think it's fucking geniusly crafted shit. I love Mook's third round. To this day, I give Averb the first, I give Mook the third, and I say, you guys do what you want with the second. So, epic, classic moment to me, but not in my top 3 battles. Hitman versus Bill Collector, that's a great choice, but it's not in my top 3 battles. Lewis R, he just nailed the RBE one. Okay. Of my top 3 personal favorite battles of all time, Oops versus Daylight is one of them. That battle to me is timeless. It's one of the greatest battles of all time. It might be our first million view battle. If it's not, I think that it crossed 1 million views like later on. But it was definitely the first battle that like went to World Star and all that type of shit from RBE. I've never seen in my life, nobody has been to more fucking events than me. Other than well, then again, some of these niggas these new era guys be everywhere now. But especially before RBE, I was missed everywhere, flying in and out of every state, even out the country for battle rap events. Like, if you really know my history. And I've never seen people in the building crying because of the impact of bars. Like, in the front, right in front of the stage, niggas was crying. You know I'm not lying because there's people crying in the comments that wasn't even in the building, that was watching it on YouTube and crying in the comments. And I've always been a more fan of like the chest hitting shit. And what Daylight did in his third round, like him, the first time he ever explained who he is and why he does what he does, and the face tattoo and him getting shot and everything like that. It's the first time he kind of explained that to the world after people was already getting so used to his antics. And then Oops is third round. And then Oops tells the story that third round is pretty much freestyled off of like a real dream. Like, he kind of like changed it in like last minute. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Classic. Block on block crime for those of y'all that remember battle rap shit. We have all the real block on block crime battles like JC versus Big Cannon, classic. Danny Myers versus Chilla Jones, classic. Daylight versus Oops, like we got all these block on block crime battles. But yeah, that's one of them. Not Verban Ward, so we just gave away the RBE one. I said one is a league, I don't remember the name of it. One is a URL battle, and one is an RBE battle. Lux and Hollow, nah. Oh, there goes the second one. So Derek got the second one. Shout out to you. That is in my top 3 of all time. Danny Myers versus B Dot. Danny Myers versus B Dot. And the third one, the last one, is a URL battle. So now I'll skip that. Daylight versus Rock. Nah, even though it's a very good battle. But I don't know if I could have an empty room battle as my favorite battle of all time, because when you got the elements of like raw battle rap with like the crowd reaction, and you can see the visual reactions of people on stage, like I was fucked up at the end of the third round with fucking Daylight versus Ooze. You could see it in my face. Like that just all adds to like the timeless. But Daylight and Rock did something special. But I just need, if it's gonna be in my top 3, I watched a million battles before. I need everything to click. Everything. So no, not that. All right, I'll just give it to y'all. I'm scrolling. I don't know if somebody caught it or not. I'm gonna get to the supers in a second, y'all. I got y'all. I don't know if there's too much to scroll through. I don't know if somebody caught it, but yes, the third one is Averb versus Hitman. So you got Daylight versus Oops, you got Danny Myers versus B Dot, and you got Averb versus Hitman Holla. Those are my top 3 personal favorite battles of all time. And I even got to that topic because I really want to talk about B Dot. Now, the topic that I was on before we got into that, when I was talking about the up and comers need to, because somebody said that this might be the year of up and coming talent. I wanted to say that the up and comers need to create moments. I never saw B Dot before that. I didn't know who he was. Shout out to the owner of that league, or the person that was behind it at that time. I was doing blogs heavy, doing recaps and whatnot. He sent me the VOD. He's like, yo, ARP, check this out. And I watched it, and I was in awe. I was in fucking awe. I did a recap on it. I started passing it around to people that don't even watch battle rap, and everybody was coming back telling me, I even had my girl watch this. This is crazy. That was just such an amazing battle, classic battle, epic display of talent and artistry. And to me, I didn't know B Dot from a hole in the wall, and he just became immediately overnight one watch, one of my favorite niggas to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Shout out to Easy the Black Captain with his fucking his whatchamacallit, his diss track. People they forget the difference between developing talent and finding talent, right? Like B Dot wasn't developed, B Dot wasn't created. Like first time I saw him, it was one of my top 3 battles of all time. It was a cute shot that Easy tried to put together though, even though the biggest battle rapper on his platform is The Trenches, who's fresh off of being fucking disgruntledly exiting from URL. And Easy, you know the first time I saw you, right? It was at RBE, by the way. But anyway, I'm gonna leave Easy alone. Let me stop bullying him. But yeah, it could be the year of up and comers getting more and more light, So before I get back to some of the topics in the chat, let's run through this card because John the Don Must Be Stopped is in the title. But we ended up going to the second half of the title first. Let's talk battle rap. I'm gonna get back to that piece. Yo, this is crazy. Jay, this is crazy. Shout out to Bullpen Battle League, y'all. Politics as usual. It is going down April 26th, which is this Saturday. Double check, make sure I ain't fucking nothing up. Oh no, the 26th is. Hold on, let me get it together. Let me not fucking shit up. April 26th in Atlanta. April 26th is Friday. All right, so it's this Friday. All right, not even Saturday. It's going down this Friday. We days away. Shout out to John and Bullpen. Yeah, he's got tickets on sale at politics.eventbrite.com. He's got a pay-per-view available at rapgrid.com/politics. I was listening to him on Jay Black today. He is having avocado and ruin your day. Shoot it so you know the visuals and the pay-per-view will be crispy. And Rapgrid is the most experienced back-end pay-per-view provider in battle. Nobody has done more pay-per-views than Rapgrid. Nobody. Battle rap. Nobody. Nobody has done more pay-per-views in this industry or this culture than Rapgrid. So you know this is about to be something dope. You know you're going to get your money's worth. You know that stream is going to be up and functioning nice and crispy clean. And he's got Hitman Holla hosting. Hitman Holla is not a cheap person, whether he's hosting or whether he's rapping. So John, I expect to see Hitman Holla on the stream in between every battle, doing his commentary, giving his reactions, giving his winners, no pulling, no punches. I'm pretty sure that's what Holla has intended anyway. But that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, you got Hitman Holla as the host, one of our GOATs. I need him doing commentary all night. Holla should be leaving tired, just like the fucking battle rappers and the league owners. All right. he's on his flyer. He's booked the host. He got to work. You know how these events go. Holla got to work. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be some great commentary. But these matchups, man, this is when I look at the names on this card, this is a big fucking card. This is a budget, huh? You know, money in battle rap, huh, John? You open up a little budget. All right. So I'm gonna start from the back of the flyer. I see Gwitty versus Super Black. It's always dope to have Gwitty on a card. He just brings a lot of energy. And if he's opening up the show, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that familiar with Super Black. Shout out to Super Black. So I don't want to try to give a prediction on that. But good to see some guys on the card, you know, that's getting looks like somebody I'm not familiar with, like a Super Black, but then also somebody that's deserving, like a Gwitty. So dope. New Jersey Twerk versus Clone. It's very easy to do the whole, which one is going to show up? Let me tell you something, man. Clone is consistent. Clone is a guy that you can call. Clone is a guy that you could call, 2-3 days before a battle, and he's going to show up fully prepared. Shit, he did it with me when he battled Big K at Max Out. I think he did it with King of the Dot as well. Right. So he's a last minute. If he could come up with the shit that he comes up with, never choking, nothing like that, no stumbles days before, you're gonna get a good Clone, and he's got New Jersey Twerk. This could be one of his biggest matchups ever. Clone is known for his punches, right? He's a puncher. You want to see the Clones versus the Big Ks and Rum Nitties and guys that just punching the abs, guys like that. But people can argue Twerk as the biggest haymaker guy in the industry, right? And overall, New Jersey Twerk is one of the greatest battle rappers ever. Clone is not one of the greatest battle rappers ever. Clone is a very, very good battle rapper. Clone is capable of pulling out victories versus some of the greats. A lot of greats. If he's on his shit and somebody else, he'd catch you slipping. Yeah. New Jersey Twerk is a better battle rapper. I'm not going to do the whole if he's prepared shit. I'm going New Jersey Twerk 2-1. Twerk is going to be prepared. He's coming off of a champion of the year contending year in contender year in 2023. And he needs to keep consistency up as much as possible. Right. So I got that 2-1. T-Top versus Chef Trez. I'm going to treat Chef Trez with the momentum aspect here as well. T-Top, one of the greats, crazy with angles. T-Top, I've always liked T-Top's charisma and his performance, the way he plays with his voice and his joking and all that shit. He's an underrated performer. You don't be hearing people call T-Top out for being a great performer, but he is. You know what I'm saying? He's really got the humor side, the bars, the street side, the punches, the angles. It could be very deadly with angles. But Chef Trez coming off of, once again, one of his best years ever in 2023. And he was like, top 5, top 7 champion of the year run. And then you got that rebuttal aspect as well. Damn, T-Top being who he is tough to ever bet against him. But I'm going to go Trez 2-1. Tay-Rock versus Loso. This is the clearest battle on the card to me. Not because Loso is not talented. Loso is a very good battle rapper. But this is Tay-Rock. And Tay-Rock has had his foot on the gas. And the way he's been coming prepared to every fucking matchup is ridiculous. He gets the consistency award. Right? He's like the opposite of fucking Anthony Davis or some shit. You know, even though AD's having a good year, let me not do that. Or D-Lo, you know what I'm saying? He's like opposite. This nigga Tay-Rock is another guy I think needs to do a day in the life of prep, a video that would be sick. Now I don't know if he could do that without giving away his secret ingredients or if that would hurt him or not. If he thinks, but if we could understand how he preps, I don't know if he's a guy that takes a long time. Well, he can't be a guy that takes long to prep. He can't be. Now, and his writing structure doesn't seem to be something that takes, months. He has a very clear-cut delivery and writing cadence. And it seems like even his writing style shouldn't be that hard from a memory standpoint, right? Because the cadence isn't overly complex, like somebody that has a billion syllables per bar and shit like that. I get it, but I still would want to see how that man preps because Mr. Consistency and he's battling extremely frequent. He's the biggest, most frequent / active battle rapper in the arena. So yeah, I'm going Tay-Rock. I'll give Loso some respect and say 2-1. Arsenal Bad News. This one right here, this one could be John John's more edgy battle right here. You got every card be having something that gets edgy. And that's this right here. Arsenal, king of disrespect. He'll get in there, he'll fuck around, try to bump you around and all that type of shit. But Bad News is fit for it. If you don't think Bad News is fit for physicality, and I'm not trying to promote something that's not on my league, so y'all should go fuck up the stream or nothing like that. Even though Arsenal's a super fucking professional. You see, the only thing I see Arsenal not allow is Sharon to fucking pull out the fucking grape flag. Other than that, Arsenal will allow you to bump him and all that type of shit, just like QB pushed him into a fucking crowd. Did Hustle bump him? Arsenal, he because he dishes it out. That's why I always respected him, because he's willing for the fair game to come back his direction. You gotta respect Arsenal for that. So I ain't trying to fucking amp up nothing to fuck the stream up, right? I'm just saying that this is an edgy battle, and Bad News is fit for the physicality while still remaining professional, because he has one of the most physical matchups that we've ever had on an RBE platform. I don't forget that matchup, him versus Jay Murder. The motherfuckers was up there like they was bugging. You know what I'm saying? But it was all understood. Like, this is in it. This is part of it. And it was just dope energy. Also, in Bad News could be a very edgy battle. Damn. This is the first battle that I'm like not sure of how I want to lean. You're always going to get a prepared Bad News. Arsenal, he's a veteran. Arsenal, he's a professional. I'd like to see Arsenal at bare minimum on his B+ game every time he comes to the stage going forward, because an A+ game could be unbeatable. Like one of the best, Arsenals of all time is not going to be easy for anybody to beat. I'm of the opinion that Arsenal beat Loaded Lux. A lot of people don't believe. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion. Y'all go watch that battle. I got Arsenal beating Loaded Lux, and it was like a week or two before he beat Iron Solomon. Y'all be forgetting history like that. The nigga fucking went to fucking, what was it, in Toronto? He's on King of the Dot, beat Iron Solomon, and then like a week later, beat Loaded Lux. Arsenal did that. You know what I'm saying? So, Arsenal 2-1. Arsenal 2. I'm just gonna go veteran on that one. All right, veteran's edge, 2-1. But News could take that. 2-1, veteran edge. And this one right here, John versus Calico. The reason why I'm going 2-1 clear for John on this battle is nowhere near to disrespect Calico. Nowhere near to disrespect one of our legends, one of our greats in Calico. I didn't see anybody choose Calico versus Ill Will when I said one of the RBE battle, by the way. A lot of people say that's their favorite RBE battle. But the reason why I could so fast and so clear and so easily say I'm going John 2-1 over Calico is because I know from working with him and speaking with him over the years and watching his turnouts, Calico likes time. I don't mean round limits. I mean prep time. He likes to. Calico's a guy that if you negotiate with him, he'll tell you he's not rushing to his back end. Like shit, I hope the battle's coming up in 2 weeks so I can get paid. No, Calico's like, give me my deposit, let me sign my contract, understanding my date and my terms and all that. But the latest you can make the battle, I'm fit for that. That's what I would prefer. He likes to get into his zone, and the more time he has, he's showing up with a classic. It's both him and URL's fault. Like people that book him should know that the battlers, like the ones that you recall 2 days before, the ones that need 2 days prep, the ill wills that are prep, the day before, and you could trust them. The ones that need a month plus. League owners and platform owners, we need to know that to have your shit. It's just a formula to having good product and having good turnouts. When you call Calico 2 weeks before he battles New Jersey Twerk for that card in Philly, and he gets a shitty performance, the prep time. But I get it. You just want to get your card off and get your matchups and promote. But if you want quality, there's more factors that need to come into play. And I don't know how long this battle has been booked. I'm not saying that John isn't on his game with that too. He could have booked Calico fucking 2 months ago for this battle, for all I know. But what I do know is that Calico is just coming out of his read shit, and a lot of people aren't happy with that performance. I understand Calico's playing league owner and battle rapper, and he learned just now how hard that shit is to do. He learned the hard way. All right. But if he had to do all of that, focusing on his own event, and he had to actually try to write for his own battle, which didn't turn out well, and that was trying to be focused at the time, so he probably got his own money out of pocket that he's got to try to protect as well. And then follow up that a couple weeks after to face John, one of the best battle rappers in the game. You got to make a believe out of me to see that having Calico in that situation is that he's going to catch a W. He got to make me a believer to see that Calico is one of the best battle rappers of all time. I just feel like the circumstances are not fitting for him to have an A+ performance. And John the Don doesn't walk into a ring without his fucking A game. You know what I'm saying? John is the fucking Swiss Army knife, right? He does everything good to great. Everything. Every attribute of battle rap, he does good to great. And you're going to get in there with a guy like that, with all that other stuff that was going on. You got to make a believe out of me, Cal. So, yeah, I got John 2-1 with that. But, yeah, once again, this Friday, the 26th is going down, hosted by Hitman Holla. Go to Rap Grid and get your pay-per-view. Also go to Eventbrite, politics.eventbrite.com to get your tickets, or just go to John the Don's Instagram page, find the flyer, all the info is there. It's going down Friday. This is dope. Oh, look at this shit. I scroll John's page. This nigga had the locks hat before me. I'm tight. Yeah, the red locks hat before me. But all right. I hope y'all fuck with those predictions. Let me jump over here real quick too. Once again, shout out to AK/AK. Hit me on Twitter. Let me know which one is supposed to be. I never figured that out. But gifted on the channel as always. As said, he wants champion of the year. I'm assuming he might take Big K on Full Circle now. No, that battle's not gonna happen on RBE. We were in the midst of putting that battle together once. And based on the circumstances of it not happening, I'm not interested. I'm not really interested in bookings, period. Like Full Circle, yeah, I get to that. That's my fan side / fucking with people and the fans to get some good battles still done, of course. But I'm not doing battle rap for business or pay-per-views or anything like that anymore. So it's like it gotta make sense to me all the way around the board. Circumstances, like I just don't care for situations like that to spin back to at this point of what I'm doing now, which is not even playing league on anymore. So now shout out to Av and shout out to, of course, my nigga Big K. But nah, you won't see. If you see that battle, it's not gonna be on RBE. Marvelous versus King Shadow out now on RBE. Yes, sir. We've been releasing a bunch of the Breed is Different battles lately to the channel. I think we got like 3 or 4 more to drop. 3 or 4 more. to get off for y'all. So keep your eyes on the channel, of course. Then that card should be done. Lawrence and Wing might have something coming up soon. I'm seeing the buzz and I'm hearing things. I'm seeing the buzz and I'm hearing things. All right, let me jump into the chat and rock with the chat. Shout out to Jones. Yeah, it was some corny shit. I'm not gonna pull it. I'm not even gonna pull it up here on the screen. But yeah, some corny shit that was done. But we know how that goes. There's a million occurrences like that. So you know, but the past is the past. Ain't no fucking chip on my shoulder, nothing like that. But it also puts me in a position. I'll say this, man. I got y'all know that I'm feel that way towards Big K and Av as far as like, nah, I'm moved on from shit like that and situations like that. Because what came to my phone a couple weeks ago was Av versus Hollow, and I declined for full service. I was like, nah, no, thank you. I was like, nah, I'm cool. It's just no need to get into any of that stuff though. But shout out to Av, shout out to Hollow, shout out to my guy, Big K, of course. Talk about Charlie Clips. What you want me to talk about Charlie Clips for? What do you want me to talk about? Charlie Clips got his back to the wall right now. I'm not gonna act like I don't see what I see. I did a video a couple weeks ago saying Charlie Clips might be done after this, and I was motivating him. The person that I know comes out of situations where the fans is getting at him to having a greater performance. That's what Charlie Clips tends to do. He tends to get right and like hit the reset button for his fans. And I was also, showing love to Easy's card because I was even putting a public bet out there, right? Now, if you really know the way I operate at times, I think I saw who was it? I think it was Henny Man on Battle Rap Trap. This ARP put a bounty on Charlie Clips or some shit, a hit out on Charlie. So people would see a stream like that and be like, yo, this nigga ARP said if Charlie Clips beats Easy to Block Captain, ARP will add $2,000 that he doesn't need to add to Charlie Clips' contract if we still pull off the Clips versus Jag battle, right? And some people be like, damn, you hating on Easy like that, or you want to see Easy feel that bad, or you putting a hit out on you. Oh, do you niggas listen to music or do you just skim through it? There's a lot of fuck it, I'll say you got dumb people, and then you got people that just, they're not up to speed. I actually did that before. Anybody remember John and Don versus Ace Amin? So I was publicly betting money with the fans. I bet like 5 or 10 fans, or like 10 fans, like $20 each or something like I did something like that with the fans. And John being smart enough took that, spun it into a haymaker that he dropped in the battle. He said, what he said? He said, ARP said Ace would win. I saw the chatter, but I'm a god, so the opinions of Adam don't even matter. Some shit like that. Like an Adam and Eve type of play on words or something like that, because I'm a god. And it was a haymaker in the build. The whole crowd, went crazy. So that's part of your round. That helps you win the round. He took that public promotion that I was doing and spun it. You know what I'm saying? And I probably paid the fans, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the Twitter polls initially had John winning. You know what I mean? But man, I was talking with Ace on the phone during that time, and Ace was telling me, some of his backstory of the feud that him and John was having and things that was going on. And I was just like, damn, if Ace puts all of this type of shit into rhymes, John's gonna fight a lot of angles. So I said, fuck it. When I cut the camera on, I'm gonna take Ace. Public bet. It wasn't to shit on John. It's all promotion. Fucking nimwits. I'm just a better promoter than a lot of the battle rappers, which isn't a good thing. But anyway, you said you bet us 5E. So see, some people remember. Yeah, and I paid my debts too. And Philly Mac says, I remember that. Yeah. Do them fools listen to music or do they just skim through it? I'm sure BS like that is a part of why He retired. AR really dealt with a lot of BS. Most would have been said, fuck it. Yeah. There's a lot of perseverance to be a league owner / battle rap owner, period. It's a lot. You got to deal with the battlers. You got to deal with the fans. You got to deal with the media and the bloggers. You got to deal with the league politics. You got to deal with a lot. I did it for 10 years. And I hit the gas in 2023 to show that I could do what I want. I could go up and I could take that #1 spot if I really cared to. I have countless interviews over the years saying I don't care about no league ranking because it don't mean shit or earn me no extra money because the fans are just going to change based on who's hot for that moment anyway. You know, I didn't care. But to go grab that consensus and show like, this is who I am. This is what I'm capable of. You know, this is what RBE is. You know, so. But yeah, it's. I had this conversation on the phone the other day. Somebody's asking me like, you know, like what's the reasons? And I said a lot of them on interviews already and shit. But it's no one reason. It's a lead up to a bunch of shit. Just be like, sooner or later, I'm gonna go that way. On my terms though. That was one of the keys. Members, will you come back wearing the 45? Nah, homie, no 45 jersey for me, man. I'm gonna stay in my 23. I'm gonna stay in my 23. No 45 return. You see, if you go to my Instagram, right? Y'all follow me, ITSARP. You go to the top of my Instagram, you see the joint that's pinned at in the middle at the top. There's a picture of me in the blue room with all the signed blue room joints, autographs and shit, right? So that's a real picture of the blue room in me. It got a little filter on it, but that's a real picture. That's not like made up blue. That's the blue room. And then you see the picture next to it. Hold on, my bad. Is the Jordan shot, the Jordan walk-off classic shot. Because I said Max Out 3 is my walk-off. That's the relevance of that post, right? Speaking of, hold on one second. Stay right there. Don't move, y'all. Speaking of Max Out 3, so shout out to all the battle rappers and the media and the bloggers and everybody at Max Out 3. I did the same thing at Max Out 1, where I blew up the flyer for like a gloss finish print, real nice, and I framed it. Y'all see me on the stream. There's 3 of them that I did for Max Out 3. I got one on my wall hidden up, hung up right here to the side. Obviously, the camera's not pointing over there. Opposite of me, camera's not pointing over here neither, is where I got the Max Out 1 flyer with Hitman and Cassidy and then everybody that's on the flyer. Right. So I got them framed and hung up on my wall. I only got 4 things related to battle rap in my whole house hung up on the walls. I got the Max Out 1 joint signed and autographed by the entire event. I got the Max Out 3 shit signed and autographed by everybody at the event. That same picture I just showed y'all with the RBE shit, me in the blue room. I got that framed and hung up, and I got my YouTube plaque all down here. Those are the only 4 things battle rap related I got in my crib. But there was 3 of them from Max Out 3. There's one that's hung up on my wall. There's one that you see me give away to Gerald on the stream. And here goes the 3rd one. Here's the 3rd one. I never gave it away. I got to find the reason to give this shit away. This is the 3rd one. I still have it. So I don't know. Who would y'all give that to? If it was somebody in the battle rap culture, who would you give it to? That's the 3rd one right there. There's only one battle rapper that didn't sign that or sign any of them, and it's Arsenal. Because Arsenal was the only person that didn't come to the face-off because it was a surprise battle, him and B Magic. B Magic still popped up at the face-off, even though he was a surprise battle, and then I got him to sign it. But Arsenal didn't come. I'm like, you can lay low. You know, we trying to keep that a secret. You know, a lot of people know, but we're trying to keep that a secret. So the next time I could cross paths with Arsenal, I'm gonna have him sign mine and make mine a 1 of 1. The same way my Max Out Part 1 flyer is a 1 of 1. The reason why my Max Out part one flyers of 101 is because mine is the only one that Hitman signed. The whole event. So somebody was having them signed at the actual event, right? Whereas at part for Max Out 3, I had those signed at the face off. So it was easy to get it done. It's a more laid back situation. It's not a lot going on. But when you're in that venue, Believe Music Hall for Max Out 1, first of all, Hitman, he got Nick Cannon with him and all that type of shit. He's got 50 people with him. He came in towards the end of the night. And if you was on the stream for Max Out 1, you remember that it probably took like 40, 45 minutes to get Cassidy and his entourage and Hitman and his entourage on stage. Like, it was just pandemonium. They had so many people with them, and then the place was so jam-packed, shoulder to shoulder, just getting them both and their entourages up on stage. It was wild. And then they asked me why you want to do the Blue Room. I'd be like, I don't want all that fucking headache, even though this card could be taken, Max Out 3 could be taken back to Believe. I was like, I'm good on all that headache. Y'all don't know. You're in a war, like, to pull those fucking events off. Like, man, I don't got time for that headache. But anyway, so with Hitman coming in like that, I don't know how somebody got Cassidy to sign it. I have no clue. And then, after the event over, the way he mobbed out, I caught up with him when we did the Hitman and Calico face off, which was Max Out 2. And when he pulled up to there, I brought mines with me, and I made him sign that then. And I made mines a 101 at that point. And I had Avocado when he shot the face off sign it too. So my Max Out 1 joint, I'm the only one that got Alvo and Hitman on it. And then my Max Out 3 shit that's hung up on the wall, I'm gonna try to bump into Arsenal at one point. And then the one that Gerald got and the one that right there that I'll sooner or later give away. Hopefully y'all don't get Arsenal and try to copy me and make yours a fucking 101 like mine's too. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. What? Wait, what? Larry Bush says, will you ever do a business blog? I remember in one live you said you might do one. Did you watch Mayor of Kingstown yet? RBE supporter. Thank you, Larry Bush. I did not watch Mayor of Kingstown yet. I believe you probably was the one that was telling me about it. I'm slipping it. The last series that I watched, I think it was The Fall of the House of Usher, which is good. You know what's crazy now I think about it with The Fall of the House of Usher? One of the kids in there kind of represents what they saying about Diddy and the parties, right? Art imitates reality, man. Go watch The Fall of the House of Usher. That's a real good one. I like that series. All Out Business blog. I mean, I'm not some business mogul or nothing like that. I think I've given a lot of information and tried to drop a couple joints and gems over the years that I do. I'll continue to do it like that, but like just to sit down and just like, all right, everybody, put your hats on. Let's do this business 101 class. I always try to give encouraging advice, to some of the youngins out there, or even some of the people that's trying to make their way. But I'm gonna continue to do that though, Stella, what's up, love? Max Out 3 was the first and only battle rap event I've attended, and it was a great experience. I appreciate that. If you only had to go to one battle rap event ever, and it happened to be Max Out 3, I'm glad that that's your battle rap event experience. It's not like you had to deal with any cancellations. You didn't have to deal with any bullshit. No fights in the building. Nothing too crazy. And you got 11 battles, all of which people said hit. Some classic, you got like 4 classics in one event. That doesn't happen. You got the battle of the year. Hitman and Will was voted the battle of the year. You got the Grudge, one of the biggest Grudge promo run ever, and then one of the biggest grudges of recent history, which is A-Verb and A-Ward. You got the surprise battle, Arsenal versus Magic. You got Calico versus Goods. You got the return of Young Ill versus Big K. You got so much. Head Ice versus Show Off, QB versus QB versus RX. So the ladies was on there. XL versus Def the Kid, Stino Savvy versus Zay. Oh, we started early with controversy in that one, huh? Oh man. Shout out to Bear. And shout out to Cena and shout out to Zed. Riggs versus Jay Slash was a goodie. K Venom versus Jay Breed. Like every battle hit. Damn. So I'm glad you got a good one out of your first and only event, love. Cal Capone was good, homie. Once again, salute from me and Kankins. Salute to you and wifey, man. I appreciate y'all being able to come out and make it to some of those RBE events as well, and your continued support on the channel. Thank you, homie. Appreciate you. All right. Let me go back to the regular chat. Yeah, more Uncle Nini. Yeah, Uncle Nini. I like his promo game too. I gotta stop saying the word promo. I gotta take my own advice. I like his engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like getting out there and getting at his opponents and whatnot and getting on the scene. I like his engagement. I do. Members, ARP. Are there any more full circle battles on the horizon? Yes, there are. I just do them so at my own pace now. Like the flexibility of the dates and everything is just so laid back for me now. I don't gotta break my neck to do none of this shit. So yes, there's more full circle that's coming. Oh, Uncle Nini's in the building, actually. I appreciate you. Unpopular. Keep asking him. Was y'all spamming the chat? Nah, Uncle's actually in the chat. Salute to this man. Make sure y'all go follow him and check his battles out, especially on the RBE channel. He's up and coming. Members. Facts agree. Okay. Members. ARP, what were you playing on that Game Boy? Was it Metroid? It was Mortal Kombat. Purpose, I said for that type of blog, I was either going to play Mortal Kombat or Tetris to show that I was, you know what I'm saying? That I was tactically fucking around with easy. You know what I mean? That's the first live edited blog I've ever seen done in battle rap. Think about that. I never saw that before in battle rap. I try to be a little trendsetting with that. Wall profile pic was hilarious. My guy, I see you. Nini Fire. Members, what we got here? Members, how you feel about Schoolboy Q album? Didn't hear it, to be honest. Am I out the loop badly? The real watches you, ARP. I appreciate that. Salute, homie. Members, ARP, what's your favorite game system of all time? Oh, I'll start going off a battle rap. Favorite game system of all time. Fuck. I gotta walk through that. So I remember my boy up the street, my boy Jay. He had a Nintendo. And that, you know, getting into like Punch Out and Mario and Duck Hunt and all that shit was crazy. I remember that. And my mom's really held me down, dog. Like she did everything she could as a single parent. And mom saw how much I was going up the block a lot to my man Jay's crib to play Nintendo. And a Christmas rolled around and she blessed me with Sega. Right. So I had the original Sega Master System. I remember the Sega one. I don't know if it was a different type of version or something, but I remember you could turn it on without the cartridge, and you even get the Maze Craze game with the little snail going through. Sega was crazy. You had Rocky and shit in it, and Sega, like, oh. So I'm always gonna uphold those two platforms: original Nintendo and Sega Master System. Then I won't forget. You get to Genesis. That was epic for me. Super Nintendo was big because Super Nintendo brought home Street Fighter for me. Like those years of us going to the arcades, niggas fighting, put your quarter up on the screen to say who got next. My arcade where everybody played the most, played Mortal Kombat, played Street Fighter, and played Killer Instinct was Pathmark in Staten Island off of Forest Avenue. And And that was right. That there was those game consoles inside Major's record store. And shout out to Hubs. Major's was the spot where we can go and get all of our music. And they always release their albums early, like a day or two early. Shout out to Hubs, the Hubs brothers. But they also hosted or whatever had the 3 arcades. Like, and get on our bikes and troop up the Pathmark to play them fucking. So Super Nintendo brought Street Fighter home. Like, I don't gotta go up there with quarters no more. You kidding me? Damn. But then PlayStation got Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil Part 1 and fuck. Dreamcast got Resident Evil Code Veronica. Like, it's not easy. It's not even easy for me of which console be. It's not easy, man. Damn. Walk a nigga down memory lane. Nigga said Turbo Graphics. I never had it. Never had it. Nigga said rest in peace, Pathmark. Right? Right? My bad for walking y'all down memory lane like that. I ain't trying to make nobody feel the way. It's between Super Nintendo and PS2 for me. Yeah. PlayStation Resident Evil 1. That's what I'm saying. Resident Evil was like, I was a little kid, so that was like the first game that made me jump. Horror survival series or genre. You know, the initial shit with like the dog jump through or whatever, and like the first stage or some shit like that. And I remember Nemesis, every time Nemesis popped up on the fucking screen, that shit was like a heart attack. Chasing you around the game, the whole fucking game. Like, damn, son. Would you get on the live that Organic was talking about with John and Don and other league owners to expose the bad business you dealt with? So I mentioned that earlier. I said I saw Organic's tweet. I don't know if it needs to be a live, like a whole panel to expose the battle rappers, you know, but if I saw that becoming a topic and people wanted me to weigh in on it, knowing that I've engaged and I've done a lot in this culture and I've been involved in a lot, then I wouldn't mind weighing in. I wouldn't mind weighing in at all. Sheesh. Oh, fuck. Damn, son. Y'all see the screen? Damn. I got all these games right now. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, she said 007. Y'all are tripping. 64 gave us 007. You know how much multiplayer of 007 we played? We probably spent so much of our time playing Jesus Christ. Damn. PS2 got the best game catalog. I can't really remember for a while. Blitz, all of that. Oh, y'all are going crazy in the chat over there. Man, this reminds me when we used to blow the cartridges for the... Yo, you know, there was always that there was always that one person that was good at making games work, right? At the block, my man Jay was his brother. That was like, anytime the game was fucking up, we had to call his brother. And he blowing the cartridge a certain way, and then he would jam it in at a certain angle, at a certain way where the game would always work. Always. You know what I'm saying? I remember Nintendo wasn't like later on when we had memory cards and shit. You either play till you beat the game or it's a wrap. And you couldn't like play through like 75% of the game and then pause it and then wake up in the morning and play it later because the consoles will overheat and it'll be a wrap. And if your ass fucking ever had the console on the floor and somebody would walk by and the shit would jump and the fucking game would fuck up, it's crazy, man. That's why I say for me personally, as an 80s baby, I think that's the best era to grow up in because you go through all the phases. You escape the fucking slavery, you know what I'm saying, time period. Yeah, I mean, you go through when technology started to become prominent, you got there right before you was there before the internet boom, when things were just raw. You go to the club, you speak to a girl, you needed pen and paper, or you needed a cell phone or something like you had to be faced. There was no social media. There was no apps. There was no, you know what I'm saying? You live through that. And then the internet boom changed the world. You live in that. This is Neo Geo. I never had that one either. Never had a GameCube. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. What do you mean was? It still is. Members, RE1 is my top 3. Red Dead Redemption, GTA San Andreas, Mega. How come nobody's talking about BioShocks or Metal Gears? The Metal Gear series is arguably one of the best series, if not the of all time. Ninja Gaiden throwback. Y'all bugging. Y'all are bugging. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. Put that code in. Let me get enough lives to make it through the whole game. I remember for a while that tree used to kick my ass, man. The tree with like the metal arms and shit. That tree, we had to jump up through the board. That whole board. That tree used to fuck me up, man. I used to hate that tree. One of the best fighters of all time. The first game I came up with. I watched the Killer Instinct documentary. That was dope. I gotta find that and try to like tweet it or some shit. They came with the combo system, right? Mario Kart will always be one of them. Tomb Raider was dope. Y'all are killing me at this point. Y'all, I gotta chill. Caught an ass whooping to beat TJ Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was supposed to be doing laundry. I'll tell y'all one quick story before I get up out of here. Well, I got some pickups to do real quick too before I get up out of here. You say almost caught an ass whooping for that. So moms, for me, when I had a PlayStation, moms wasn't paying attention to how them games be working, all that shit. And I remember I was cutting school to play Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation. I probably played like 70 hours of that shit on my memory card, right? I'll be acting like I'm going to school. Mom's leave to work. I come right back into the crib. I'm on the fucking game and shit. But I remember one time I got in trouble, and she took the remote controls. Like, now you ain't gonna be able to play your game. Ha ha. And the only reason she ain't take the console is because the way the console was all plugged up and the wires ran and everything. She's like, I'm not gonna fuck around and break it. That shit cost too much. She just left everything. She didn't want to touch the console. There was just too much going on. Remember the old school TV days? You got you got the cable box, you got the TV, you got the VCR, you got the PlayStation, you got a million wires behind the fucking. She's like, I'm not touching none of that shit, right? Fucking fire has it. buried in behind between the wall and the TV stand and such shit. So she just took the remote controls. You know, and I acted like I was heartbroken. I was like, damn, I can't play no more. I just borrowed a remote control from my boy, and I was like, if moms really knew what this shit was like and what was going on, you know how you cripple me? You take the memory card. That's all you gotta do. Can't take the game. I'll get another Final Fantasy VII. You don't want to touch the console because you're scared to break it. The remote controls, I'm gonna go get one from one of my boys. You know, mom's tripping. Let me hold one of them shits. You know, hold me down. The memory card. That's what you got. That's how you kill her. And she never figured that out. She thought I was on punishment. Fuck out of here. Play my game. I'm gonna get my shit off. Oh shit. Oh man, Max Out 3 was like a family reunion. Oh God, that's dope. Salute, G. Larry Bush said, I sent you the mayor of Kingstown trailer on Twitter. I appreciate what you've done for the culture. Only regret I never got to go to a live event, but always got the pay-per-views. Can I ask a business question? Of course you can, but I'm gonna jump soon, Bush. So DM it to me. But thank you for that support, homie. I appreciate that. Caught an ass whooping. Oh, we read that one already. Blockbuster video game was a must as a kid. Video games and wrestling tapes, weekends. I was an NBA Jam tournament. I got second place. That's dope. The Blockbuster also. Did y'all have Palmer video? Yeah, ride your bikes up there, chain your bikes up in front, run up in there, rent some VHS tapes. That was like the first Netflix and chill. get you a little date, rent you a little VHS blockbuster or DVD. That was the first Netflix and chill. Now that I think about it, right? New pickups. New pickups. I found some 350s. Damn, the light is killing this. But it's like an aqua color, like a small tint of green in there. Caught them for 320. Not bad, not bad. This is one color I came across that I didn't have. Really looking for online is the glow in the dark neon green Yeezys. That's like one of the last ones I don't have. I saw them on eBay one time for like $8. I grabbed them. 3 weeks went by. I went back on eBay and dude gave me back my refund. So I guess he might have, somebody probably offered him more money and said he pulled off I don't know. He reneged. Technically, you're not supposed to be able to do that as an eBay seller, but all of a sudden I just saw a refund and I was just like, whatever. So I was tight about that. And last one is, you know what that green box is. I got these Saturday. I went shopping Saturday before I went to my man Aaron's birthday. That's why I put that Amiri jacket that I was talking about in my which live was that? Which live was that from the other day? Was that the Chris Brown and Quavo live that I did? Yeah, when I was talking about that jacket at the end, that was that Saturday. I was out shopping when it was past Saturday. But look at these. Royal blue low tops. I got the high top in black and white of these. Or G's on the bottom. But this is my first pair of this design in G's that are low top. So cool. I asked if they got these in red. They said not yet. They got them in red. I'll get those too. Those are the new kicks pickup, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking out. This was a fun stream. I know I've been jumping on with streams with my direct topics, have my little fun rocking out and then jumping off. But yeah, I wanted to come on, do a bunch of battle rap with y'all and also hang out with y'all for a moment, get to some supers, get to some comments. So, all right, I'm gonna go watch some games, y'all. I'll be back in a couple. If I'm up early enough, which I always am, I might be back on early in the morning. So I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. If not, latest by Thursday. All right. Y'all be good. I'm out.